Okay guys, welcome back. Today we will be ranking the top b-boy countries. Now normally you would do this like you tell the number 3, the number 2 and then what is the best country. But I'm actually gonna do it the other way around. I will straight up tell you what is the best country, the second place, and then the third place. That is because the third place is very interesting, the development from that country and how fast it's coming up. So let's get straight to the number 1 b-boy country. It's actually Russia. So historically, Russia always been a very strong b-boy country, always been very good. But what Russia has, and a lot of countries don't have this, is the sheer amount of kids and young people that are insanely good. So if you look at another country and they have 1 or 2 kids that are super talented, Russia has so many, it's crazy, right? So and Russia also has currently the best power moves in the world. I mean, Tiger, Gekon, Pauk, Nikin, Malish, Joker, what a guy, amazing, right? And that's just the tip of the iceberg. Also with the girls, and speaking of power move, amazing level. I think Russia is still pretty much the strongest in this. Beagle Small Devil did 61 times in a row, flare to air flare at combination with a broken foot. I mean, I know most guys can't even dream of ever achieving something like that. So yes, with power move they're the strongest, but that's only part of the story, because these young kids and young adults, right, teens, have such a grown-up view and style of breaking, right? They have their own style. They're very creative, right? Pushing the limits in doing things a certain way and having their own very style. They're just so good, and the young generation obviously grows up and becomes just simply better, right? So yes, Russia is number 1. Now they're winning all these battles with Green Panda, but basically they were already this good for a while. They simply now start traveling the world more and pretty much, destroying everyone in their way. So yes, Russia's number 1, and let's go to the number 2. Number 2 is, who else? It's Japan. Japan, yet again, historically always a strong b-boy country. Always brings out these very good b-boys, especially solo b-boys. The current generation sort of dominating the solo battles. Ishin, Shigekicks, Hero 10. Hero 10's been on a roll lately, winning almost everything he touches. Yes, they're super strong. And then, with the girls, always historically, again, very strong. And even now, usually the girls deserve the final spot or win the finals. Super strong in that sense too. So yes, Japan is a solid number 2. I wouldn't place Japan on 1 simply because they have the younger generation is simply is strong. Don't get me wrong, it's just a lot less than the Russians. Russians have such a strong young generation with such an adult view on breaking and pushing the creativity. I see some of this in Japan, just a lot less. But Japan deservingly on the second spot because they're extremely good. Now, and then the surprising number 3 is China. Now, what is this so surprising about that? If you don't know, 4 years ago, China wasn't that good at all, right? China was not even close to the top b-boy country in that time. Now, the Olympics was a mistake. So, if you wonder why was the Olympics a mistake, because if you ask anybody anything about the Olympics, all they know is Reagan. But there was one big winner, and it's not even the winner, it's China. Because China woke up and decided, you know what, let's be the best at breaking. And China has the same thing as Russia, the sheer amount of kids and young people that are so insanely good that it's scary. They have so many of them, especially when it comes to power moves. But what China has that Russia do not have is that these kids are way younger. In fact, some of these kids are toddlers already achieving a level that most adults can't even achieve, right? I saw young kids do over 240 air flares with a very clean shape, breaking world records. Lil Lai, he did 11 one-hand air flares. That's also a world record broken. And when you look at this footage from these classes in China, the whole class can flare to air flare endlessly, do amazing combos, one-hand air flares, super duper strong with power move. Um, you know, you have some very creative b-boys in China. I mean, Rick Zhao, what can you say? I love, for instance, how Holy Rain moves, amazing. But just, I think this is their weak point for now, right? They're not that creative. I mean, lighting, everybody calls him biting as a joke, not a joke, right? So, obviously, they need a little bit more input in the creativity, but they deserve the number 3 spot because now these young kids start traveling the world and battling and actually winning, right? Amazing stuff. And I actually wouldn't be surprised if China in a couple of years will be the number 1. And that is simply because if a toddler can already achieve such an insanely high level, then it can only grow from there, right? And in China, there's not one or two of those. You have so many. Very young, under 5 years old, 5 years old. Amazing level. Really, I can't even think of that level. And I was good at power moves, right, back in the day. So, yes, guys, China deservingly on the 3rd spot. But maybe very soon they will be either on the 2nd or the 1st spot. Because if China keeps growing like this, don't forget, the Olympics was in 2024. It's now 2026. If they keep growing like this, they might be the number 1 spot very, very soon. See you next time.